bad. All right, Shalom. Shalom, we the Brothers of Great Millstone, Church of Birmingham, Alabama. And as always, want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
Yeah, in the ancient Hebrew tongue, that would be the correct name of the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, and the Holy Spirit. Also, would like to give double honors to our teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, much due honors and respect to the sincere brethren out there laboring in His work, continually pushing out this gospel in all true faith and sincerity. And I also want to say shalom to you believers out there, which would consist of you brothers and sisters, the Akim and Aqua, that subscribe to this truth as well. So yeah, we back, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And this sitting right here is going to be centered around the fact that, your U.S. government, the so-called white man, the powers that be, is waged all-out war against truth, and in the Lord will, we're going to bring out a little information, Lord will, to be precise and to the point as possible, and hopefully edifying, all right? So right now what you're witnessing is this overwhelming presence of the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Truth has finally begun to take center stage, Truth has laid hold on the planet Earth, whereas in times past, deceit, lies, the shadow of deception have reigned over the planet Earth. Why? Because the so-called white man, matter of fact, get that. Matter of fact, jump up to the 27th verse. All right? The so-called white man and his reign of terror and pretty much his pursuit of power of that spirit, has been riddled with obviously violence. All right? That's a no-brainer. You go into, you go into the history of this nigga Christopher Columbus, man. All right? In his memoirs, he wrote that he couldn't put down his sword for a whole hour, man. All right, this man committed damn near genocide against the so-called natives, which consist of the tribes of Gad and Reuben of the nation of Israel, man. You see? Where he killed off, within a 4-year campaign, 4 million natives, okay? Which was rounded up to like 1 million a year, man. That's the work of the so-called white man, you know? So it's obvious, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. You know, you're going to Wounded Knee, the Trail of Tears, and that's just the damage that he did right here on this soil. What about in Central America, South and Central America? You know, all over the planet Earth, man. But also, this man has pushed out the spirit of lies and deceit, you know? So for the truth to finally have its place here on the planet Earth, that's monumental. So go ahead, up.
God, this 2 Ezra 6 and 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched.
Right, so evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. And what's going to be the main catalyst of quenching that wildfire in the form of the lies and deceit of the so-called white man? Something as subtle as this truth, man. Right, which it tells you that in the book of, you already there, right?
Yeah, God. St. John 7:38. He that believeth on me, as the scripture have said.
So you see, everything is centered around the scriptures. This is the power source. This is how the Lord is taking down the so-called white man. Go ahead.
Out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
Yeah, rivers of living water. So again, this truth is compared to water. So this water is what is quenching that wildfire of lies and deceit. You know? For an example, there was a time where it was common knowledge to associate yourself with being a damn African American, man. You know? Or Latino or Native American. Now, you got Israelites, you got random jakes out there that might not be on the level of, you know, certain men in this truth, yet they understand that they're the Israelites, man. You know? That's a form of this word accomplishing what it was set out to do. And that's to quench the deceit of the fiery darts. Oh, see? The fiery darts of the so-called white man.
That's it.
And see that? So, yeah, let's go back here.
2 Ezra 6 and 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched.
Yep.
As for faith, it shall flourish.
Yep, go ahead.
And corruption shall be overcome.
Right. Corruption shall be overcome. And who is the corrupt? Esau, the so-called white man. Right now, man, it doesn't require any deep breakdown, any in-depth analysis, you know, to convey to you or convince you. It should be nothing out here that we should have to do as far as going above and beyond the call of duty to convince you or sway you who the damn corrupt regime of the planet Earth would be. That's the so-called white man, hands down.
That's right.
All right, go ahead.
God, it says, as for faith it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared.
Right, so the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared, man. All right, so now truth has sprung forth. All right, and now it's being declared. And how is it being declared? By way of the prophets and the vehicle that the Lord chose to push out or propel this truth on a global scale is the internet, man, and in particular the YouTube. And that's where a damage is being done. And that's why you got YouTube itself beginning to come up against this truth, all right? Which brings us to this information we want to share real quick. You got it out.
This is from Wikipedia. Censorship of YouTube. It says...
Oh, look, censorship of YouTube. Now, how come this hasn't been the case? You know, YouTube been out for a minute now, man. Now, starting with the apostles came on YouTube in 2007. Then it had to, of course, gain momentum, you know. But now this truth has reached its peak, so to speak. The floodgates is open. So you got all this material on the YouTube, you know, if it's not women twerking, you know, or damn fights and brawls. You actually got movies you can watch on YouTube dedicated to crime and drug dealing, you know. And no censorship whatsoever. Now all of a sudden, you got Esau, all right, through his policies, which all you brothers out there, from the standpoint of you who do videos, and if you really out there, you already done been hit with a strike. You already done read that message, YouTube guidelines. Okay, all this is an effort to somehow curb the truth, man. To put a muzzle on the truth. Because again, there's been all type of videos that have been coming out over the years dedicated to violence, highlighting and spotlighting drug dealing. Again, you can watch documentaries. You can watch a documentary on it's called
El Chapo.
yeah, El Chapo.
Yep.
And then it go into Noriega, and then it go into a vivid illustration of all the people head he cut off, the killing fields. You know what I'm saying? But now all of a sudden, this truth coming out. Now you got these devils, bringing out all these community guidelines. All right, go ahead. So you got it.
God, yeah, it says YouTube blocking occurs for a variety of reasons, including preventing criticism of a ruler.
Right. Oh.
Yeah.
Criticism of a ruler, which that the scriptures encourage us to criticize the ruler, man. You got something?
Which one?
Get Jeremiah 28 chapter.
God.
Hey, that's what we was meant. That's what we were set up to do. We were set up to criticize the rulers. Matter of fact, before you get that, while you're in Jeremiah, give me Jeremiah 1.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this Jeremiah 1. Shalaki. Jeremiah 1 and 18.
So pretty much, if you teach this word the way it's supposed to be taught, the way the Lord commanded you to teach it, then by default, that's going up against the YouTube community guidelines, man. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 1 and 18. It says, "For behold, I have made thee this day a defense city, and an iron pillar, and brazen walls against the whole land."
Against the whole land. All right. Go ahead.
Against the kings of Judah.
Oh, against the kings of Judah. Go ahead.
Against the princes thereof. Against the priests thereof. And against the people of the land.
And against the people of the land. From the top of the totem pole to the bottom of the food chain, so to speak. We come up against everybody. That's what this doctrine tells us to do. Go ahead.
God, it says, "And they shall fight against thee."
Yep, and how are they fighting against us? YouTube community guidelines, these different legislations they setting up. It's all an effort to frustrate the gospel, man. Matter of fact, give me Isaiah 13 and start at the top, continue out.
God, it said, "And they shall fight against thee, but they shall not prevail against thee."
But they shall not prevail against thee. The gates of hell shall not prevail against this church. Go ahead.
It says, "For I am with thee."
Yeah, because the Lord is with us. The Spirit of the Lord dwell amongst us. Go ahead.
"For I am with thee, saith Yahweh Shema Shai, to deliver thee."
To deliver thee. So give me what you got.
Isaiah 13 and 1, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Verse 2, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain.
Right. Now, what's that banner? The scriptures. What's the high mountain? America. All right. So we're doing what the Lord commanded us to do. Go ahead.
It says, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the noble.
Right. So this word was meant to come up against the higher ups. Matter of fact, look up that word noble. Let's see what it said. Got a precept?
Yeah, quick precept. This is Wisdom Solomon 2. Get to the point, verse 14. He was made to reprove our thoughts.
Ooh, that's why we were designed. We were set up and created to reprove the thoughts of Esau. And Spirit already brought it out where those thoughts starts in these meetings. You know, a thought is a secret, counsel. All right? So,
this is the word noble in the Strong H018. It says,
inclined, willing, noble. Oh, okay, that's what we want. Yep, read that.
Noble, princely in rank.
Princely in rank. These are the nobles, the princes, So Yahweh Shema Shai set us up to speak against this society, to speak against this system and this setup, man. So by default, this is against the will of Esau. Matter of fact, let's go back to that definition. The information.
Yeah, it says preventing criticism of a ruler.
So read it up a little more.
It says YouTube blocking occurs for a variety of reasons, including preventing criticism of a ruler.
Right, so they block you in effort to prevent you of criticizing a leader or a ruler. okay? Which is the powers that be.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says Google, government, government officials.
Right, government officials. Well, the scriptures tell us to come up against this government, man. All right, go ahead.
It says,
Matter of fact, let's prove that. Give me Ezekiel 35. Let's start at the top.
I got something real quick.
Go ahead.
It's on Psalms 94:16.
Yep.
Who would rise up? Who would rise up for me against the evildoers?
Right, who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Okay, and the answer to that is the prophets. All right.
Reading on, or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Right, and who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? So the Lord set us up. We are that proverbial light that's shedding light on the wicked deeds of Esau that's done in darkness, man. And they don't like that. They don't want to be exposed, man. You know?
Yep.
Because they deal best behind the shroud of deception and secrecy. See? So now give me that Ezekiel 35. You got it?
Ezekiel 35 and verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir.
Yeah, against Mount Seir, and Mount represents what? A government. Read that again.
It says YouTube blocking occurs of a variety of reasons, including preventing criticism of a ruler, Google, government, government officials.
Yeah, so YouTube said, look, man, you can't speak against the government. But what the Lord told us to do.
It says, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir.
Or the government of Esau.
Right.
We was commanded to speak against you, devil.
Yep.
All right? Go ahead.
And prophesy against it.
And prophesy against it. Look up that word against.
I got a quick precept.
Go ahead.
In Matthew 21 and 21, Yahushua answered and said unto them, Verily I say unto you, if ye have faith and doubt not, ye shall not only do this which is done to the fig tree, but also, if ye shall say unto this mountain, Be thou removed, and be thou cast in the sea, it shall be done.
I read it again.
This is St. Matthew 21 and 21. Yahushua answered and said unto them, Verily I say unto you, if ye have faith and doubt not, ye shall not only do this which is done to the fig tree, but also, if ye shall say unto this mountain, Be thou removed.
Right, and what's that mountain? This government. And we saying, Be thou removed.
Yep.
Proving that this word, okay, this word is what's going to topple and overthrow this kingdom. All right, which is going to be manifested physically.
Yep.
But the Lord has given a decree. Matter of fact, give me Deuteronomy 12 and 3. Give me what you got real quick.
Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 32 and 7. The instruments also of the churl are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh upright.
Yep, and those lying words is their legislation. Because what they ultimately do, they demonize the truth. No, they try to frame you as being a damn terrorist, okay? And that's how Esau always go about their business. You know, you think about Al Qaeda or Taliban, which really those was nothing more, well, the heads, like for an example, this guy, Bin Laden, he was nothing more than a CIA operative. But you had loyal followers of him that thought they was fighting for a noble cause. See? But what would happen? They'll demonize him, the Taliban. And then it'd be 8 damn Arabs on a 1997 pickup truck with a couple of choppers. Yeah, S10. It's sandals and a couple of choppers, man. All of a sudden, this is the threat to the world.
Damn.
Esau full of shit, man.
Right.
Hey, give me that Deuteronomy 12 and 3.
Yeah, this Deuteronomy 12 and 3. And you shall overthrow their altars.
See, and you shall overthrow their altars. Go ahead.
And break their pillars.
And break their pillars. The pillars symbolizes the very what holds up this place. Go ahead. Give me Jeremiah 23 and 29. Go ahead.
It says, and burn their groves with fire.
Hold up. And what?
And burn their groves with fire.
Yeah, and burn their groves with fire. Now, does this mean we're going to literally vandalize this place? We arsonists? No. This fire right here is symbolic to this word. Go ahead.
And we being the dragons kicking it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's that. Yep. We the dragons. Yep. Yep.
Right, dragons represent
Yep.
supreme knowledge.
Supreme knowledge. Yep. Fire breathing, we fire breathing.
Right.
All right. 23 and 29.
Jeremiah 23 and 29. Is not my words like as fire? Beautiful. Saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai.
Right, so the Lord is not physically taking this place down. Okay. You know, it's by way of this word. Which, you got something?
No, which one we get?
No, read it again. Jeremiah 5. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 23 and 29. Is not my word like as a fire? Saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces.
Right, and what's that rock? America. This word is that hammer that's breaking this rock in pieces, man. It's really this word. Okay? If you can receive it, the reason why you're on lockdown, you can't go shopping, all right, or go to the movies, it really goes back to this word, man. Why? Because it was written. This is the script. And we speaking it. We narrating it, man. And you can't tell me that we ain't been telling you that. All right?
Quick precept.
Yep. Hold up before you get that. Give me this real quick.
All right, got it. Jeremiah 5 and 14. Wherefore thus said the Lord, power of hosts, because ye speak this word.
See? Because ye speak this word. Go ahead.
Behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire.
See? I will make thy words in thy mouth fire.
It is.
Go ahead.
And this people would.
And this people would. Meaning you're going to be devoured by this word, man. That's why people become uncomfortable. What happens when you put fire to wood? It gets to crackling, making noise.
Sometimes it moves.
Oh, it moves.
That's right.
Oh, it moves out of its place.
That's right. That's right.
Pops.
That's right. Jumps.
Snap. Snap back at you. Yeah, go ahead.
It said, and this people would, and they shall devour them.
See? All right, so get what you got.
It's Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth.
Right, and what's the mouth of the Lord? We the mouth of the Lord.
Beautiful.
If you're expecting Yahweh Shai to descend, come down here to you simple niggas, man, you got a rude awakening, man. All right, go ahead.
Renown, it shall not return unto me void.
Meaning empty, meaning this word holds weight. It's substance to what we saying, man. It wasn't substance. So, for an example, Dr. Martin Luther King, with that word doctor goes back to falsified. It wasn't no substance in that because it didn't come to pass, man. All right, go ahead.
Read on Isaiah 55 and 11. But it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
Yep. So this word is prospering. All right. There's nothing you can do against the truth before the truth. Even Esau with his YouTube, all these guidelines, man, there's nothing you can do against the truth. All right. So you got a precept? Anybody got a precept? Go ahead.
This is 2nd Esdras chapter 7 and verse 44, and it reads, "And temperance is at an end, and fidelity is cut off. Righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up."
Yeah, and truth has sprung up. And that's a monumental moment, man. When you look at this thing you take a step back and look at the big picture, truth hasn't reigned on the planet Earth. Only until now, truth has had its place on the planet Earth, man. All right?
That's right.
Because why? The so-called white man was in power. And he's the father of lies. All right? You got something else? All right. So now let's go back. You got a precept?
Oh, no.
Let's go back over here to what you got.
All right. Yeah, this is it says YouTube blocking occurs for a variety of reasons, including preventing criticism of a ruler, Google, government officials, religion.
Oh, religion. So if we come out and say Christianity is false, then YouTube got a problem with that. Well, the scriptures told us to mark those who cause divisions, man. All right? Scriptures told us to denounce wickedness. Matter of fact, give me Philippians, the 1st chapter, real quick, in the 17th verse. Because you got to realize there's an oppositional force. This is a spiritual war here, man. And who is the war being fought between? Good and evil. Matter of fact, give me that good and said. All right, go ahead. Philippians 1.
Philippians 1 and verse 17. But the other of love knowing that I am set for the defense of the gospel.
So we were set for the defense of the gospel. Look up that word defense real quick. We were set for the defense of the gospel. When you're in defense mode, that means there's an oppositional force. There's an opposing force. There's an adversary. Oh, which by the way, the word adversary in the Hebrew is what? Shaitan. Satan, man. That's why the scriptures call the so-called white man devil and Satan. Because he's opposed, he's the oppositional force to everything that Yahweh Shema Shai has laid out. So that's why we read these YouTube guidelines. And we're gonna go more into this information, man. And it's gonna prove that we obviously must have the truth. Because Esau and his what he set up to somehow prevent what we speaking, for an example, it's not set up to prevent what the black consciousness community is pushing, man. Or even Christianity for that matter. Or anything you could think of that could be under the umbrella of so-called religion, man. It's only what we teaching that somehow violates the rules and regulations of Esau. See? That's the fight. All right, so come on.
Here's the word defense.
Right, because the scripture said we'll sit in defense, right? Go ahead.
In the Strong's G627, apologia, and it says verbal defense.
Woo! Yeah, this is not physical. We're not coming up against you devils physically. We don't have a standing army over here, man. This is verbal, and that proves that these words is cutting you. Here it is. Esau got all this technology, all this power, all these resources and money. Yet, you can't sleep at night because a bunch of men with garments and scriptures over, man.
Grievous to
Give me that. Give me that. Give me that real quick. This is the worst nightmare for Esau. Okay, the fact that we have been raised up. That's why when you read Revelation 11 chapter, it tells you how fear fell upon them that saw them.
That's it. That's it.
See? So go ahead and give me what you got.
This what Psalm 2, I'm going to start at 14 again. It says, He was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us even to behold.
Right, see? We are grievous unto Esau even to behold. And when you read that through spiritual lenses, that proves right there that they watching us.
Right.
Behold means to see. So if we are grievous for them to behold, where they see us at? They see us right here. Because again, when you read Isaiah 13th chapter, it says that they might go to the gates of the nobles.
Right.
Yep. What did the Lord do before he delivered us out of the first Exodus? He sent Moses to Pharaoh, man.
Damn.
He sent Moses and Aaron to Pharaoh. But now what's happening? He sent us right to the gates of the nobles. They can see us. They watching us. Hey, and you know what? I really believe that wholeheartedly, which the scripture supported, but these devils ain't got nothing but time on their hand. If you ran across these elites, man, if they either got a laptop, I bet you they on their phone. They ain't got no other words. They ain't watching sports and shit like that. They ain't caught up in all that shit, you mere human. They caught up into the prophecies, man. You know, they not entertained by you guys out there. They set up entertainment. They pay you niggas to keep everybody else.
That's it.
So what really affects them? The prophets, man, they watching us all day. They getting alerts from me, the apostles, and all the different brothers, you brothers. You might get 2 views, and this goddamn David, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rothschild, you know?
Yep.
And he looking, man, like, oh shit, yep. He calling prognosticators and shit. Hey, that's matter of fact, give me, if you don't believe me, give me Psalms, the 23rd chapter.
Oh, God, yep.
And it also tells you in Psalms, the 37th chapter, how they plotted against the just. How you plot on somebody if you don't see them? Hold on real quick, we get this right quick.
God, this is Psalms 23, and you want me to get to the point on that?
Yeah, go straight to the point.
Yeah, Psalm 23 and 5. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies.
See, the Lord prepared a table for us in the presence of our enemies, man. So that proves that they watching us. And that's why this technology was set up. They ain't got to come to our block and see us out there teaching. This internet was set up to reach the ear and fall on the ears of the elites. All right? So that's it on that. What you got?
This is 1 Ezra chapter 4, verse 36. All the earth calleth for the truth, and the heaven blesseth it. All works shake and tremble at it.
Yeah, read that again.
Kind. 1 Ezra 4 and 36. All the earth calleth upon the truth, and the heaven blesseth it. All works shake and tremble at it.
Woo! All work, shake, and tremble at it. These devils shake. They got pill bottles sprawled all over the place.
Yep.
This word is what's causing the elites to fear, man. It ain't military presence and some damn uprising, different militia groups. You know what I'm saying? Or some threat that claim to overthrow the government. No. The true threat is what's written in this book and the prophets of Yahweh Shemel Shah. Go ahead, up.
It says, all work shake and tremble at it, and with it is no unrighteous thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this Psalm 50 and 21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether as such as one as thyself.
Right, and that's what Esau think. That's why they got an image of Cesare Borgia. That's a form of that, thinking that the Lord is one of them.
Yep.
Go ahead.
But I will reprove thee.
See, but I will reprove thee. And how is the Lord reproving them? Through us.
Yep.
See, go ahead.
And set them in order before thine eyes.
See, read that again.
It says, you want to read them? Yeah. It says, these things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. But I will reprove thee. And set them in order before thine eyes.
So that proved that they watching us. All right? So now, let's go back. You got to preach up? Go ahead.
This 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 8. This is, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Yeah, so you devils is being consumed with the spirit of his mouth. You got to hear us first. How you going to be consumed unless you hit if you don't hear it?
Right.
See? Yep. So, again, going back to the dynamic between Moses and Pharaoh, that's playing out all over again. All right? So now, let's go back to this information you got more over here.
Yeah, that's a little bit more. It says, preventing criticism of a ruler, Google, government officials.
So that's what these legislations are set up to do. To prevent criticism, which that's what we do. We criticize this government. We criticize the policies set here in America, man. Who else the hell is set up to affect? The prophets. See? Go ahead.
It says government officials, religion, or religious leaders.
And we get on you religious leaders, which you are nothing more than puppets. You were set up. Man, the reason why these religions are set up, and these puppets, these leaders, is to keep the people at bay. To keep you in a docile spirit, man. Because religion was set up, especially in the form of Christianity, in the modern sense of the word, to turn the other cheek. Let bygones be bygones. So the elite set it up to be like, hey, look, man, we don't need no resistance from you. You know what I mean? We don't need nobody figuring out that we fucking y'all and we finessing y'all. So we're going to set up this religion so everybody can hold hands and lock arms and sing Kumbaya and we run circles around it. That's why a part of the legislature, we can't speak up against the lead. Let's go ahead.
It says violation of national laws, including
LGBTQ. If they don't say it, I'm going to say it. If they don't say it, probably, right?
They don't even say it.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
If you got that information me and you was looking at, where it says the LGBTQ is pretty much against the Bible, it bans the Bible. I think it was banned from the Bible you looked up.
Yeah,
it just say...
Yeah, read that again.
It said violations of national laws, including...
Yeah, because what's some of the national laws? With the main national law here and now is the laws protecting lesbians, gays, trannies, bisexual. And you gotta be really careful now. You know.
Yeah.
I gotta be careful. You know what I mean? Straight up though.
God.
Let me rephrase that. The LGBTQ. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It said violations of hate speech, ethics, or morality-based laws.
Or morality-based laws. Which, man, the morality of America, it never was any more moral morality here in America. It never was. And if it was any inter-morality, it has been unwoven, man, from the very fabric, all right? The moment you took the man out of the households and you gave these women liberty to gad abroad, you took away morality. Man, you devils, you got a lot to pay for, man. Because you prove that you know what you're doing is wicked because you set up. Hey, let's say if you stole something, you did something, all of a sudden I catch you wiping off the fingerprints. Man, that mean that you know exactly what the hell you in here doing. You know what I mean? That's Esau, man. They set up all these perfect legislation and laws to somehow make them look as if they're pious.
Yeah.
And and if you come up against it, you are. When all of a sudden you the source of the wickedness, man.
Yep.
That's equivalent to you putting somebody to death, and I walk in and you wiping away the fingerprint, man. That's premeditated. You full aware that you're doing wickedly, man.
Yep.
That's why your house from outside is going to punish your ass to the fullest extent. All right. So you got that? Oh, okay. Oh, it won't. See, they watching us. All of a sudden, we just was looking at that, right? They won't let them go into it. But let's just read the title.
It says,
it says Texas conservatives. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Texas conservatives claim LGBTQ equal bills
equality.
Salakia. Equality bill bans the Bible.
See? So they saying that the LGBTQ, just the existence of it and the equality of it, offsets the Bible, man. See? So that's why when you just read right there, where it says the laws of the land. Man, what's the man? You ain't got to, it don't require you to think too hard. What's the main law that's dominating the land right now? Protect the homosexuals, man.
Right.
That's the law that's been thrust out there. You know? Which the laws from the Constitution is being silenced. All right, so you got a precept?
No.
All right, so now let's get what you got, then let's get the information you got. The information y'all got.
This first Maccabees 1:41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
Woo! And that translates to right now. And that's under the banner of the New World Order.
Right.
All right. With the New World Order is to bring everybody into one. Under one banner.
That's right.
Well,
verse 42 it says, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandments of the king.
Right. So who was the king? That was Antiochus. You know? yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, hey, all of these wicked motherfuckers, man, all of them was in the spirit of Nimrod, man.
That's it.
And they're back today. A lot of them same spirits that set them policies. They're back today. Yep. So that was it on that?
Yeah, and
go ahead.
Yeah, and this brings us to the information we queued up, the censorship of the Bible.
Right.
They're trying to censor the Bible.
The censorship of the Bible, man. When that goes back to going away from your laws.
Yeah.
Which, another thing, too, you got simple jakes, they come into this, like IUIC, for an example. Not trying to, get on them, but it is what it is. What's their whole thing? Got to keep the law. I done seen plenty of their videos where somebody come up, a sincere brother, say, man, what can I do? Got to keep the law. Well, what they don't realize, this book in its entirety is the law, man.
That's right.
So that we know that the law, statutes, and commandments that's found, what they coin as the laws of Moses, which is the laws of the Most High, you can't keep those laws for the most part here in this society, but there's certain laws you can keep, right? But when the scriptures say that they would go away from their laws, that's talking about the scriptures.
That's right.
That's where the ban on the Bible comes in at.
Okay.
They don't want you to even read this book. They don't want you to subscribe to this book. See? Because it's in contrast, it's a direct attack to their agenda. All right? So what you got over there?
Oh, I'm looking for it.
Okay, now let's get this information while
It says censorship of the Bible. This is in Wikipedia.
Mm-hmm.
It says includes restrictions and prohibition of possessing, reading, using the Bible.
Possessing, reading,
or using the Bible.
Yeah, case in point. The agenda is to push forth the LGBTQ, right? Well, when you read Leviticus, the 20th chapter, it tells you that men shouldn't lie with men as he lies with a woman. And if they do that, they have committed an abomination, and they should surely be put to death. Well, if you got possession of the Bible, then by default, you're going to be able to come up against what they laid out. That's why they say no possession, reading, or using the Bible. Because that's waging war against Esau, man. Especially when you handle this book, you professionally go into this book. You know, you handle this book, skillfully breaking down, rightfully divine the words of Yahweh. That's a cut against Esau, man, when you bring this book in its purest form. Okay? You got precept? Go ahead.
Hebrews 4:12.
Yep.
For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful.
Woo! And powerful. Go ahead.
And sharper than any two-edged sword.
Give me that potted sword. Read that again.
Okay.
You know what I want? Potted sword. Read this again.
It says, for the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword.
Oh, I got it.
Go Continue.
It says, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
Yeah, so it cuts Esau, man. Right. We discern what they're thinking. We a step ahead of them. You know? So the Lord used this word, something as subtle as this word, to take down Esau. Man, you'll be overwhelmed if you ever try to step down on Esau physically, talking about taking this man down, man. You got a precept?
Yeah, quick precept. This is better than the dragon, 1:26. But give me leave, O king, and I shall slay this dragon without sword or staff.
And I shall slay this dragon, which this dragon is somebody to this beast system. Go ahead.
Without sword or staff.
Without sword or staff. So we're not using a physical sword, but what sword are we using? I just read it. This word is more quick. Matter of fact, give me what you got, real quick. I know what you got, but give me what you got. Yep.
Ephesians 6:17.
I already knew you couldn't go there.
It says, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit.
See, and the sword of the Spirit. So this is not a physical sword. We yielding the scriptures. Go ahead.
Which is the word of the Most High.
Which is the word of the Most High. All right? So this is that sword. The Lord have equipped us. Man, we fight. Man, hey, these devils, they silencing people. You know, like the brother we featured, the brother with the live stream who said all the so-called white people speak.
Oh, yeah.
He's been silenced, man. All right? Because he didn't have the sword. He didn't have on the protection of Yahweh Shemashah. Here it is. We out there cussing out these Rothschilds to their face. Hey, you had this guy Aaron Russo. He just spoke like man. He gave out the secret of the chip. Now I'm saying he dead, man, and they saying he never existed. They got rid of all his records. But here we are calling you by name. We calling you out, and you devils know not to step down on us, man. That's why you tiptoeing. And once you do it, it's going to be really out of desperation. You ain't going to have no more options. See what I'm saying? That's why we read Psalms 105. The Lord gave you a strict commandment. Touch not mine anointed and do my proper. That wasn't real for nothing, man. Esau understand that. Okay? So I'll give me what you got real quick.
God, this is the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 15 and 15. Whereupon Jeremiah, holding forth his right hand, gave to Judas a sword of gold.
A what?
A sword of gold.
A sword of gold. Go ahead.
And in giving, it spake thus. It spake thus.
So the sword. So the sword spake. That's these scriptures. Okay. Words hurt. Contrary to what? That's why Esau came up with sticks and stones. They was doing that to try to somehow, comfort themselves. But we all know that words do hurt.
Right.
Especially the words of Yahweh Shemashah. All right, go ahead.
It says, in giving it spake thus, take this holy sword, a gift from the Most High.
And this is a gift. This sword is a gift. To be able to yield this sword, because this sword to cut, you got to be skilled. You'll cut yourself. We done seen it plenty of times. Now somebody come up, listen, well, just read. They adamant, well, just read this. And they read it and it cut them, man. Go ahead.
Just like the scripture, Hebrews 4:12 is a double-edged sword.
It's a double-edged sword.
If you don't know how to handle it, you trying to cut somebody else with it, you're going to fuck around and cut yourself, man. You're going to bleed out, man.
Yep, read it again. Read it from the top. Read it.
It's 2 Maccabees 15 and 15. It says, whereupon Jeremiah, holding forth his right hand, gave to Judas a sword of gold, and in giving it spake thus, take this holy sword, a gift from the Most High, with the which thou shalt wound the adversary.
Yeah, and that's what we do. We wounded Esau. Esau is wounded. The scripture say a wounded spirit who can bear. Hey, give me that real quick. I think it's Proverbs 18 and 14.
Yep.
Proverbs 18 and 14. Go ahead, give me that.
Yeah, just going back to what I was saying, like about the guy Aaron Russo, man, how they offed him and how a lot of these whistleblowers get off, and they ain't fucking with us, man. You know, Esau Edom know just the same things Satan knew. All right, Job 1 and 10.
Whoa.
It says, has not thou made an hedge about him, and about his house, and about all that he have on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hand, and his substance is increased in the land.
Yeah, man, yeah. So even the spiritual being Satan had boundaries. Esau know that. Esau know that they can only go so far, man. And in doing so, if they take that chance, they're gonna provoke the Most High to spring into action. That's where we at now. We're in the process now where, hey, look, man, you make a move, I'm gonna make a move. You know? And eventually they're gonna make a move because the Lord's gonna force them to make a move, man. All right. So what you got? What you got?
Back to the information.
Oh no, hold on. Let me get this real quick.
This Proverbs 18 and 14. The spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity.
Right. So we catch hell, but it's the spirit in us that sustain us. Go ahead.
But a wounded spirit.
Go ahead.
Who can bear?
Who can bear that? So when I read that this sword was given to wound the adversary, we're not physically wounding Esau, we wounding their spirit. Hey, you can't go to the doctor for that, man. Oh, and that's why these devils, you can't patch that up. Get those stitches. You get some stitches for my spirit.
Ain't no such thing as a spiritual band-aid.
Yeah. Well, hold up. You know what proved that these devils looking for that? That's why they got shrinks.
Oh, yeah. Right up.
Psychiatrists. Yeah, they'll go in there and lay on the damn couch.
Yeah, got the glass bottles and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
230.
Oh, no, the Twilight Zone. Can he jump out the window? So I don't know if he saw that one. Yeah, that's a bad one. Psychiatrist, he can't sleep.
That was so bad.
Yeah, jump out the window.
That was bad.
Now with Esau, they looking for that comfort to wound their spirits, but they can't. They can't. That's why they got this this fixation with time travel. They want to go to the past. They want to go to the glory days.
Yeah.
You know? They watch these old movies. Oh, man, I'm telling you, if you ever watch like on YouTube one of these old sitcoms, watch the coming board. They always say that these were the days. Oh, okay. If I only could go back to these days. These was the days. You see? Because they want it. Right. All right. So now let's go back to this information real quick.
Going back to the information in Wikipedia, censorship of the Bible. It says, censorship of the Bible includes restrictions and prohibition of possessing, reading, or using the Bible in general. All right, so that means having it in hand or any particular translation of it.
So these devils don't even care. Oh, go ahead, you got it. My bad.
So like, you can quote the scriptures, and you are enemy of the state. Go ahead, you got it.
That's it. Yeah. Because that's you waging war against Esau. Let's show you that the scriptures is the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. Matter of fact, well, we ain't got to get it, but Psalms the 83rd chapter, where it goes into the enemies, it shows that the Most High have enemies, man. You know, and this word is pretty much a filterer. That's right. This word proves who the enemies are. This word is like a light that exposes who's who. Okay. You know? Go ahead.
Precept.
You got it. We'll go back.
Precept is Isaiah 59:15. Yeah. True fellow.
I was thinking about that scripture the whole time. We was going to bring that out. Go ahead.
Isaiah 59:15, it reads, true fellow, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey.
Right. So when you depart from evil, that means when you depart from evil, by default, what you doing? You are cleaving to truth. You're cleaving to righteousness. Right. Because the scriptures tell you that in the book of matter of fact, give me that real quick. Give me Isaiah the 55th chapter and start at the 7th verse. Because the scriptures say he that departed from evil, right?
Okay.
So in order to depart from evil, when you depart from someone, if I depart from my home, I'm going somewhere else. If I depart from you, I'm going, if I break up with you,
you're making a separation.
Yeah, I'm going somewhere else. I'm departing.
Somewhere else. Right
I'm departing from here to there. You know?
Yeah,
but you got to remember, there ain't no in between with the Most High. When you depart from evil, then that means you cleave to righteousness.
Yeah, that's
all right,
right.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 55:7. Let the righteous forsake. It's like let the wicked forsake his way.
Let the wicked forsake his way. That means depart from evil. Go ahead.
And the unrighteous man his thoughts.
Yeah, see, that was us. We forsook our thought. That lets you know that this thing is all. This is a mental game, man.
Yep.
That lets you know this is all about wisdom, man. That's why the Lord said, "Let him forsake his thoughts," meaning everything else you was pondering on and you thought was true doctrine. Forsake that. Go ahead.
It said, and let him return unto the Lord.
See, when you depart from something, you return somewhere else, man. So by us departing from evil, we return to Yahweh by Shemai. Go ahead.
It says, and he will have mercy upon him.
And that lets you know that was talking about us. That's talking about the elect. Go ahead.
Into our power, for he will abundantly pardon.
He will abundantly pardon. We're going to that word abundant, it means to enlarge or multiply.
Right.
And that gives credence to the Lord going to forgive you for things you can't even imagine. But that's another story. So, all right. Go ahead.
Just back up. Baruch 4:28.
Well, that's it.
For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High.
Yeah.
So
what was your what?
Your mind.
Your mind. See, that proves again. This is the ultimate mental game over here. You come into this thing, you ain't really rooted and grounded. You'll get all caught up in trying to be perfect in the flesh, man. And what's going to happen? You're going to fall out, man. You're going to become offended in a brother.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Then you're going to fall out. Because if the Lord wanted you to be perfect in the flesh, look, man, you will be back 3,000 years ago. You'll be keeping the law of being in effect. I mean, which the law is still in effect, right? But that's not what's going to justify you, and solidify you a seat on the chariot, man. It's going to be solely through Yahweh Shai, okay? But this all goes with the mind. That's why the Lord said, let not your thoughts weigh you down.
That's right, your sins weigh you down.
You know what I mean? Your sins weigh you down. And blessed are those who have not been condemned. Matter of fact, give me that real quick. Ecclesiastes 14. 14. I think it started like 1. Start at the top. This is the mental game. And that's the hardest game to fight. Because physically, you could do enough sit-ups and push-ups to get by. What could you do when it comes to your mind, man? Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes Sirach 14:1. Blessed is the man that have not slipped with his mouth, and is not pricked with the multitude of sins.
Yeah, you're not pricked with the multitude of sins. Meaning what? That's not just talking about in this lifetime. That's talking about in your past life as well. You're not pricked. You're not sitting around like, man, oh my God. No, man, you understand that, hey, a wise man falls, he got to get back up, he got to keep fighting. Go ahead.
Blessed is he who conscience has
have not. It didn't say who flesh. Furthermore, the Lord said he looked at the inner man. Read that again.
It says, blessed is he whose conscience have not condemned him.
Yeah, blessed is he whose conscience have not condemned him. See, this is a mental game. Go ahead.
And who is not fallen from his hope in the Lord.
Because that's what happens. You'll fall from your hope. I'm not right. I'm not worthy. Because you subconsciously bring that Baptist church spirit up in here, man. When you read St. John the 7th chapter, it tells you how the Lord forgave the woman. He said, I forgive you. Your sins, they were many. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's get that real quick. Give me the book of Luke, the 7th chapter, and I think you start at like the 40th verse.
Okay, It said, Luke 7:40, and Yahweh Shai answering said unto him, Simon, I have somewhat to say unto thee. And he said, Master, say on. There was a certain creditor which had 2 debtors.
Hey, this is Yahweh Shai speaking, right? He said there was a certain creditor that had 2 debtors, meaning 2 people that owed him, right?
The one owed 500 pence.
The one owed 500, right? Go ahead.
And the other 50.
And the other 50. Go ahead.
And when they had nothing to pay, he frankly forgave them both, Tell me therefore, which have them will love him most?
Go ahead.
Simon answered and said, I suppose that he to whom he forgave most,
That's it.
he had said unto him, thou hast rightly judged.
Right, so you going to go off. The Lord said, look, and that's how bad the Lord is. He ain't like you. The Lord going to forgive, the ones who going to be forgiven for more things. And that's going to make them love the Lord more, man.
A carnal person, like you said, the Lord ain't like us. He'll forgive a man that owed him less. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you know what? This guy here owed me $10,000, but this guy here owed me $500. I'll forgive the guy who owed me $500 versus the guy who owed me $10,000. That makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, because if I owed you $10,000, you owe me $1,000. I really love the person that owed me $10,000 more. When you really think about it, I forgave him more. Yeah.
Yep. That's it.
And that person gonna love me more.
Right. Because I gave him more forgiveness.
Yeah, I gave him more leniency. Clemency. You see it?
Yeah, you can continue on.
Jump down to him.
Okay, kind is you gonna get just straight to the point?
Yeah, you kind of build it up a little.
Well, continue on. It says, verse 44, and he turned to the woman and said unto Simon, seest thou this woman? I entered into thine house, thou gavest me no water for my feet, but she hath washed my feet with tears and wiped them with the hairs of her head. Then gavest me no kiss, but this woman, since the time I came in, have not ceased to kiss my feet.
Now, the scriptures tell you, kiss the son. All right, go ahead.
It said, mine head with oil thou didst not anoint, but this woman hath anointed my feet with ointment. Wherefore I say unto thee, her sins, which are many, are...
see, read that again.
It said, wherefore I say unto thee, her sins, which are many...
Go ahead.
Are forgiven.
You got to understand that. You got to know that. And that woman, if you can receive it, that symbolizes the elect.
Right.
So this woman whose sins were many is going to be forgiven. So when you understand that, you know you're not going to be pricked. See, that's why the scripture say that. Blessed is he who is not pricked. If you don't know that, that's on you. You got to understand that the Lord and his mercy, it endures forever. So with that, you're not, hold up for a second, you're not going to be pricked with the multitude of your sins. You're not going to let it get you down.
Yep.
You're not going to be overweight or overwhelmed by, going off. Again, the scripture said a righteous man falleth 7 times and he get back up. See? So go ahead up.
Hold on, this is all Romans 8:33. Who shall lay anything to the charge? Who shall lay anything to the charge of the Most High's elect? It's the Most High that justifies.
Yep. Yep. So people can bring up all kinds of charges against you, right? But it's the Most High himself. That's why we read Revelation 14 chapter. It says, these are they who are without fault before the throne. Okay? So, go ahead.
It's the book of 1 John 3 and verse 20. It says, for if our heart condemned us, the Most High is greater than our heart, and knoweth all things. Beloved, if our heart condemned us not, then we have confidence towards the Most High.
Yeah, see that? And that's bad. And that's understanding the scriptures. So if your heart condemns you, that means you don't really understand what you're involved in. Okay?
Ooh, that's heavy.
Yep. So now you got...
That's heavy.
Yeah, that's heavy, yeah.
That's heavy.
Yeah, okay.
Continued on, it said, violators of so-called Bible bans have been punished by killing.
By killing.
Imprisonment.
Forced labor.
And banishment, as well as by burning or confiscating the Bible or Bibles used or distributed.
Right. And that goes back, we ain't got to get it, but you can Google it on your leisure time, the Bible Destruction Group. But it goes beyond this. Let's put it like this, man. That's a tactic of Esau. Now, Ak, if you will, could you go briefly to the history points?
This is the history is Antiochus' 4th Epiphanes. It says the Hellenistic king of the Seleucid Empire made possession of the Torah a capital offense.
Yeah, the possession of the Torah a capital offense. And that was the writings that was around at that time.
That's right.
That's a capital offense. Guess what? We in that time, there's books, there's legislations in play right now for those who teach the book, the Bible, who push this book. that means that's a capital offense. Because why? That's pretty much treason, man. Matter of fact, are you look up that real quick? Somebody look at that with treason. Look up that word real quick.
God, may I go back?
Yeah, go. You got it.
Just one sentence. It says, censorship of the Bible occurred in historical times, which we just read, just like the author pointed out.
Oh, that's bad.
And it's still going on today.
Oh, y'all read that again, huh?
It says censorship of the Bible occurred in historical times, and it's still going on today.
Yep.
There's nothing new under the sun.
Oh, yeah, you took it right out of my mouth. I just didn't say that. You took it right out of my mouth. You're right.
And these devils, they deal with, you know, we always bring this out through the spirit. Gradualism. They're not going to just come out and just say, oh, stop reading that Bible, you know. They're gonna set up laws, legislation, they're going to put everything in place, and all of a sudden, that serpent going to strike. You know, and that's why, read that again, huh?
It says, I'm gonna go to the little top. It says violators now, and this is what you signed up for when you're in this ministry.
Well, you know what? A lot of Jakes don't know that, and they don't understand it. They think they see this show of unity. They see brothers out on the streets. Oh shit, he cussing out the white man. You know, a lot of guys they fresh out of the black consciousness or you know black power empowerment mentality. They're like, oh, this is the next phase here, man. They got a Bible and they telling the so-called white man he's the devil to his face, and they'll get in it, and they don't understand the magnitude of it. Not knowing that you risking your life coming up against this devil, man. Right. This devil he's the devil, man, and he's the ruler. He's in power, man. You know, and when you're in power, you got the jurisdiction to put whoever come up against you to death, man. Right. This their kingdom. You know. Right. Go ahead, up.
Kind of says violators of so-called Bible bans have been punished by killing, imprisonment, forced labor, and banishment, as well as by burning or confiscating the Bible or Bibles used or distributed. Yep. Censorship of the Bible occurred in historical times and still going on today.
Nothing new under the sun, like I quoted. And it's still going on today. But why is that? Because the same rulers who gonna go with their same instincts, their same gut instinct, their same legislation, their same laws. That's right. All right? So you got more up?
Yeah, which we're reading here, persecution by Antiochus Epiphanes.
Okay, come.
All right, the Hellenistic king of the Seleucid Empire made possession of the Torah and capital offenses, a capital offense, and burned.
Make me want to look up the word capital offense now.
And burned the copies.
Which we know, but you know. Matter of fact, I'm going to just look at them brain up for edification. Okay. Because, I mean, it's self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? Because you have offenses. It's levels to offenses. You know, you could be put to death by an offense. Even in the scriptures, there's levels to offenses. Right. You know? Right. So, let me see. Capital offense real quick. I'm going to get it. This is the definition for capital offense. They got capital punishment. Got Jake. What the man? All of a sudden they got Jake face. All right, let me get it right here. I'm going to just go to Wikipedia. I just say. All right, so capital punishment, also known as the death penalty. Hold up, man. That ain't it.
That's capital murder.
That man, Boris, man. You know what I'm saying?
They going in with that bar.
Why is it so hard all of a sudden for me to find capital offense?
Invincible.
I am invincible. Yeah. Okay, hold up. This capital offense, right? It says a crime such as murder or betrayal of one's country. Is it that? That is treated so seriously that death may be considered an appropriate punishment. That's capital offense, yeah. We would be considered a betrayal of our country because we first of all, we the possession of these devils, if you really think about it. We got social security numbers, and, you know. So they look at this like betrayal. They look at this like treason. Matter of fact, give me that definition. We're going to get this definition real quick. That's spirit. Treason. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's treason. The crime of betraying one's country.
Oh, see? Dang. That's it.
Especially by attempting to kill the sovereign or overthrow the government.
Oh, come on. That's why YouTube got in their laws. You can't speak against the government. But again, The 5th chapter tell us to speak against, turn your face against the government Esau. So who you think we going to, scripture says we shall obey the Most High. We rather fall into the hands of the Most High than the hands of man.
Right.
All right. So now, you got more over here?
Yeah, a little bit more on this Antiochus Epiphanes. It says, made possession of the Torah of capital offense and burned.
Yeah, read it from the top again.
I said the Hellenistic king of the Seleucid Empire made possession of the Torah a capital offense.
Yeah, and the Torah was the source, the Bible, you know, if you will, the book of our faith at that time, the Torah. Go ahead.
And burned the copies he could find.
Yep, and burned the copies he could find.
It says this and other persecutions sparked resistance led by the Maccabees.
Yep, and when you go into that story, the Lord was with Judas Maccabee and you know, his brothers. All right? So you got some? Give me 2 Peter. You got some? Give me 2 Peter, the 2nd chapter, and start at the 1st verse. Yeah, shalom to everybody on the coming board.
Hey, shalom, shalom.
We're ready to close up in a little bit. Go ahead.
2 Peter what?
Whoever got 2 Peter 2 and
2 and what?
Start at the top.
2 Peter 2 and 1. But there were false prophets there were false prophets also among the people, even as there be false teachers among you.
Right, and that's what you see. That's what you're witnessing. You got a lot of different groups out there who claim to build their foundation out of the scriptures, but they're in bed with Esau. They got these 501c3 charge. That's the signal of a false prophet right there, man. Oh, this guy, General Yohanan, man. That dude there, man. That's a hireling, man. Right. You know, but as well as other guys, and this is scriptures giving you the signs, you know, to let you know where you at in the process. That's why we know we're in the last days. See? Go ahead.
I'm going to read it again. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you.
Go ahead.
Who privily shall bring in damnable heresies.
Right, heresies, to be a heretic means to bring in something that's contrary, you know, false teachings, man. Go ahead.
Even denying the Lord that bought them, and bring on themselves swift destruction.
And that's what's going to happen to them. They're going to be destroyed. Continue.
And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of.
Read that again.
It said, and many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall
be what?
Shall be evil spoken of.
Shall be evil spoken of. So that's where we at. The truth is being evil spoken of, man. All right, storm with average scoffers and scorners, but ultimately going into the powers that be. Why? Because this is a direct, again, attack against the powers that be. Give me that good against evil. What you had some over here, son? All right.
Yeah, this is Ecclesiastes.
But guess what? This is the way the Lord meant it to be. This is the fight. That's what the scriptures say. This is the conditions of the battle. See, another thing, too, a lot of guys come into this thing and they anticipate being celebrated. I'm an Israelite. People going to love me, you know. I'm going to tell you the truth and they're going to love me. Not understanding you're going to be hated, man. You're going to be public enemy number one in this thing, man. And the only ones who are going to love you is those who love. Oh, that's why the scriptures say a sweet savor unto those for salvation.
Yep.
You know? Only ones that's going to love you is the brothers that sincerely looking to see the salvation of your house.
That's right.
All right? Yep, go ahead.
God, this is Sirach 33 and 14. Good is set against evil, and life against death.
Oh, read that again.
Good is set against evil, and life against death.
Right, so that's the conditions of the battle. You're this is a war. This is a spiritual war.
Yep.
All right? That's why the scriptures say, therefore be a good soldier. What is
Timothy?
Yep.
Timothy? Yeah.
2 Timothy 3.
Yeah,
All right. Go ahead.
All right, God, it says...
fight the good fight. You know?
Yep. It says, good is set against evil, and life against death.
And life against death. Who symbolizes life?
Man.
We. We do. Matter of fact, give me, is that St. John 6?
Yep.
Words I speak unto you. So we symbolize life. Why? Because we the carriers of this word. And this word translates to what? Life. Go ahead.
This is St. John 6 and 63. So like it says, it is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life.
They are spirit and they are life. So we are the carriers of this word, which translates to life. Versus Esau, which is death. Right? Give me St. John 10.
God. Yeah, this
we're gonna show you the two contrasts between, those who will have this truth versus Esau, right?
St. John 10 and 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. I am come that they may have life.
See, that's the two contrasts. You have somebody that's coming to steal, kill, and destroy, so-called white man, which is the harbinger of death.
Right.
And you have others, go ahead.
Right.
It said, I am come that they may have life, and that they might have it more abundantly.
So now let's go back to where you was at.
God, this is Sirach 33 and 14. Good is set against evil, and life against
See
death.
that? So life against death is us versus Esau. Go ahead.
So is the godly against the sinner,
Uh-huh.
and the sinner against the godly.
See that? That's the fight.
That's it.
That's right.
And we don't expect Esau just to fall back, and just lay down for us, man. We don't get messed up because they strike our channel and shit. We might talk about it and talk about how much of a damn devil he is, but we understand there's going to be a resistance. It got to be a resistance. This is a spiritual battle right here.
Right.
So these laws, legislations that's set up, is all an effort. Think about it. It ain't an effort to combat nothing else out there. Islam or when you read it, it's only set up to combat us. That's the fight.
That's right.
That's the title of this lesson, in the time of deceit, which is the time of Esau. Speaking truth is considered a damn revolution, man.
Yep.
All right? So anybody else got something? So we can end it right there. With that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you brothers out there laboring in his work, as well as you believers out there, the brothers and the sisters that consist of you, Akim and Aqua, that subscribe to his truth as well. To the next time, Shalom.
Shalom. DTA, bye, bye, bye.